Are you looking for a podcast about the top 5 things ever?
Then you must be thinking of another podcast.
Oh!
Good evening, Kelsey.
Good evening, afternoon, morning, Robert. Good morning, Robert.
I was thinking about that. I was like, this is probably the earliest we've ever recorded. But I'm going to have to say good evening still.
Good evening.
Just for the sake of continuity.
How's your day?
It was a pretty good day. There's not much going on because the world is off work except for me.
Yeah, we're in that lull stage right now between Christmas and New Year's Eve.
Yeah, and it's either everybody's off or there's just one person in from each place. And so far I'm the one that's in for my place and everyone else is gone. So there's nobody to talk to me. So it's been really quiet and it's been nice.
Well, that's good.
I mean, for work. Work can come in because there's no one to go, here, do this.
Huzzah. Yeah, I'm one of those bastards who's off all week.
I normally am, but because this whole thing that I'm doing, I wasn't able to this time.
Yeah.
So, how's your time off been?
It's been good. I went to Baltimore.
Okay. What's in
fun.
Baltimore?
We went to the Ravens game, the football game.
Besides hairspray.
Oh, man, every morning I was like, good morning, Baltimore. We're just like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, my God, that's funny.
Yeah, nobody really wants you to hang out the windows and sing good morning, Baltimore, but
yeah.
I did it anyway.
So you went to the Ravens game?
Yes, it rained the entire time.
Oh, okay.
A horrible downpour.
That's
so,
fun.
right before we were going to leave for vacation, Richard went to the doctor because he had been sick for a week. And I'm like, you got to get some antibiotics and just be not sick for vacation.
Yeah.
And the second day that he was on his antibiotics, I started feeling sick. And I'm like, God damn it. So, the day before vacation, I had to go in and be like, hello, I need antibiotics because I'm about to get on a plane and I don't want to feel like I'm dying.
Yeah.
So, and then they questioned me, do you ever go to the doctor with Taylor and just the vast difference between how doctors treat women and men?
Okay.
You ever notice this shit?
So for real, me and Taylor had this discussion last night.
Really?
Because she just went to Discount Tire and was telling me how they were treating her there.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I know.
You can't fucking go
It's ridiculous. You can't do anything because you have boobs.
Yeah, basically.
Nothing. You don't know how to do anything.
I went to the same doctor. I went with Richard to get his antibiotics, and it was a very simple thing.
Yeah.
The doctor came in, and he was like, oh, you feeling sick? Maybe it's the flu. And they did the swab test, and then they're like, well, not the flu, but we're going to give you these antibiotics, and you're going to feel better. Here's a steroid.
Okay. I
went to the same place, and the doctor was like, what are your symptoms, though? And, I talked about all my symptoms, and he was like, well, when was the last time you were on antibiotics? And I was like, why does this matter? And so I was like, well, I was on a pretty big fucking antibiotic in the fall because I had a whole gut bacteria situation. Yeah. And he was like, oh, well, that's a serious thing. Tell me more about that. And I was like, why? Just give me the same.
That has nothing to do with this now.
I know. This is a different situation. I have the exact same symptoms my husband had that you saw 2 days ago. I would like some antibiotics, please.
The last doctor that we went to, Taylor found some new, urgent care place.
Uh-huh.
That's where I want to go from now on, because Taylor walked in, and she goes, I think I have a cold, and he goes, here's a prescription, and then he left. We were there for 1 minute flat.
Oh my God, that's the dream right there.
Awesome.
I just want doctors to listen. That's all I want out of my life.
You know what?
He did. I'm going to open this.
Crack it open.
Crack it open. Ooh, I'm going to crack it open in my new microphone. Let's hear the levels on this bad boy.
That sounded so crisp.
Crispy.
I pounded a Dr. Pepper before I came here, so I was like, I can't have another one right now. So I'm just having water.
All right. I'm drinking me a hibiscus La Croix.
La Croix. that's actually how we got on that conversation. Taylor was watching a TikTok of this lady nurse, and it was her, like, she was listening to like a song, and I guess in the song it was talking like symptoms of something, you know. And she was like, "How can I ignore you more?" Basically, kind of like the message.
Yeah.
And so Taylor's like, "This is disgusting. Like your like profession is to help people, and you don't want to listen to them."
Yes.
And so she found this whole she found this whole thing of like doctors that wouldn't listen to their patients, and then they had like worse problems than they thought.
Yes, like it's so bad, especially for women of color. Like, I'm not even going to get into all that fucking business, but it's rough out there. So good old sick season.
I don't know how I have managed to luck out of not getting sick this winter. I don't know, because it always happens.
Knock on wood.
I have had nothing. It's been great. And I finally thought I was catching something, and it just kind of like blew over like an hour later. I was like, thank God.
Well, that's good.
Well, at least you got to do something fun on your trip, even if you were sickly and it was rainy.
Yeah, it was a fun trip overall. We went to the harbor, which they probably don't call the harbor there because it's not Boston. But we hung out on the wharf and watched seagulls dive into the water, etc.
Nice.
It was a good time.
I have done nothing because I have just been home, and then at like work, you know.
Yeah.
I've kind of been getting back into Destiny because it's been like so down at work. I like come home and I'm not like, I want to die. So I was like, I'm gonna play some Destiny. Plus, I had to test out my last minute Christmas present that I got.
Ooh, what is it?
So my mom had ordered something for me, and they couldn't find it anywhere because they basically like release these things, and like when they're gone, they're gone.
Oh,
kind of like they're making them, but I also found out there's a manufacturer error with all of them that have come out so far.
Oh no!
But she was like, "You got to tell me something you want," and I was like, "I don't want anything. Everything you buy me, I won't be able to use right now." Like, cool, buy me a game. I can't play it because I'm too busy, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, how about this, like, controller thing? Like, that would be cool, I guess. And so she somehow lucked into one, right? So it is the Xbox Elite Controller Series 2, right?
Oh.
And these are, like, the premium like, Kelsey, it's heavy. Like, it is weighty in your hands.
Yeah, I'm looking at this picture of it you've dropped in Discord. It looks like a hefty object. Like,
I was like, I'm gonna get ripped playing video games, man. Like, this thing was heavy. But so it is for, it's probably more for like competitive gaming.
Serious gamers only.
Yeah, like you wouldn't buy this for no reason. You can literally customize everything on it. It's ridiculous. So, like, the thumbsticks are magnetic, and you can just pull them off and put... So, it comes with a bunch, and if you don't like convex or concave sticks, you can do the convex ones that, like, bubble out.
Ooh.
You know, so you can put those on there. You can do a tall one, a short one. You can mix them up. Then you can tighten the tension on them so that you can, like, really fine-tune what you're doing.
That's a lot of features.
It does a lot of shit, so it's like, well, I'm gonna play some Destiny and, like, put some work in with this controller, right?
Yeah.
And it literally has made a difference, and I was like, Destiny's fucking fun right now. I'm killing people left and right. Let's go!
Nice. You should pick up some Widowmaker.
So, I might have to try that.
1 shot. 1 kill.
So, I actually haven't played Overwatch since I made an Overwatch profile on the controller.
Profile?
So you can, like, customize what different buttons will do. Like, there's 4 paddles on the backside. And you can, like, set the top left paddle to be the jump button, like A, right?
Yeah.
So that you never have to move your thumb off of the joysticks. You can do it with your fingers on the back, right?
Oh, I see.
So you can do all this stuff while I made up a, like, Overwatch one And if you look on that picture, there's like 3 little notches between the D-pad and the thumbstick.
Yeah.
Okay. Those light up for different profiles that are stored into the controller.
Cool.
And so I made an Overwatch one, and I haven't used it yet, but I put like the powers on some of the paddles, and then being able to look at like the players on the field, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, I want that on the back because it's normally a button that's on the front that's really hard to get to. But I like to see, like, if somebody left, was it someone on my team or their team, you know?
Yeah.
And it's going to be so much faster to just, like, hit that with, like, my ring finger and be like, okay, cool.
I still can't fucking believe you don't use mouse and keyboard when you're playing on the computer.
It's
like,
awful.
It's so much easier.
Awful.
It's
hate
just
it.
like, it's just the one hand on the keyboard and it controls all the shit.
Mm-hmm. And it is the worst.
Okay.
It's the worst. I grew up with a controller in my hands. I will die with a controller in my hands.
You'll die over and over with a controller in your hands to somebody with a keyboard in theirs.
I will have to pick the controller that I will be buried with. I'll just like have my arms crossed and then like my hands grabbing the 2 handles. Yeah, man. Oh,
Are you gonna die with this Xbox controller? I mean, it costs as much as a fucking coffin.
Probably not, because hopefully PlayStation will have one day, and then I can put that one in there.
Die with a Wiimote in each hand.
No, I'm gonna go with Joy-Cons. Feel that rumble.
Little bitty baby things.
So, that was cool, and I really appreciate it, because that's quite a present. And I've been putting some use into it. Oh, and so it has the whole, like, they know there's apparently some defects with the controllers coming out.
Okay.
And one of them is sticky buttons.
Sticky buttons?
And actually, the A button, sometimes I'll press it and it doesn't, like, pop back out.
Oh, no.
So I've, like, adjusted to how the button works so that it doesn't stick. And I play different now so that it goes the way that it needs to, I guess. I mean, it works fine now that I don't press the button in a certain direction. I press it in a different one, and now it doesn't stick.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, I've just been trying that out, playing Destiny some more, because I'm trying... Destiny's outrageous, man. Like, the whole grind to get to, like, the high light level shit is stupid. It's stupid.
I know. I got bored of the grind. I don't know, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, the grind is not fun to me.
No, I love Destiny, and it's an enjoyable game, but, like, trying to level up so you can do different stuff is just too much for me.
Like, that's why I don't like RPGs, really, because it's like, you know, you gotta level up so that you're, you know, more powerful to fight a boss, right?
Yeah.
I should be able to fight the boss and kick his ass.
I know, like, let me fight him. I've been through the story.
Yeah.
I've gotten to this point. I should
Why
have
do I
enough
have to,
items.
like, fight... Why do I have to fight pigs in the woods for 10 years... just to, like, gain 100 levels and then be able to fight the final boss, you know?
I know. I want to fight the big man bear pig right now. I don't want to have to fight the little pigs for so many years.
So
yeah. I think that's just poor game design, honestly. Not on the favor of Destiny. Just, like, in general, if you have a game where you are not the right level to beat the boss when you get to the boss, like, not easily one-handed defeat him, you know? Like, it should still be a challenge. But...
well, yeah.
You should have enough stuff in your arsenal by that time.
But you shouldn't be able to progress so far that you're like, oh, well, I have to backtrack what I've done so far now.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I somehow managed to get here, but now the game's like, ha, you shouldn't have been able to do that.
Yeah. I've been playing a game.
What you been playing?
I, for the airport, downloaded and installed Baba Is You.
I was so gonna guess it. I was gonna guess it, and I was gonna buy it today too.
Oh man, it was on sale a couple days ago, so I was like, "Oh, snatch it up!"
I know. Okay,
so
and
it's a learning curve.
Like, I hate it.
I love it. So at first, I was like, you know, the first few levels are like simple, and you're like, "Cool, I got this." Like, Baba Is You, flag is win, touch the flag. Yes, I did it. And sometimes you gotta make yourself
I'm so
rock.
smart.
Yeah, and so. Like, when you get further along in the game, it starts to make you have to think in different ways that you're not used to thinking. So, it's just, like, some of the wildest shit. Like, you have to make yourself a box, but also maintain yourself as Baba. But also the box contains a heart, but the heart will kill Baba, so you can't kill the box, but you have to kill Baba. It's very...
Whoa.
There's a lot of levels to it.
That was deep.
It's very deep, man. But, so my strategy for running this game is to have the wiki open on my phone.
No!
It's the only way I can play, because...
Okay.
So, I always try the level on my own first, and then when I get to a point where I'm like, I don't fucking know, then...
Like, screw this.
Then I'll go to the wiki and, like, get a hint, you know? Because it'll tell you, like, the concepts introduced in this level are, like, sometimes you have to break things you're not supposed to break, and then I have a second look at the level and be like, okay, what can I break?
So you do the old Professor Layton style gameplay.
Yes.
Like, okay, this is too much. Give me one hint.
Yeah, I need my hints.
Only up to 3, though.
But there are a couple levels where, like, I read the full run through and I was like, I still don't know how to do it. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Oh my god.
One of
so
them I
you
had to
bought
watch
it on your phone?
No, I bought it on Switch.
Okay, that's what I was gonna get it on.
Yes.
Okay.
It's good on Switch. You know what? I don't like Joy-Cons. I've realized they're just not...
They're okay.
They're not good. Like, you have to hold your thumbs in a weird way to fuck with them. I don't like them.
You should get a Pro Controller.
We have one, but, like, it's so easy to just hold the Switch, you know? Especially if you're being on the go, a gamer on the go.
Yeah, no,
in the
like,
airport.
where are you gonna, like, put down your Switch to then pull out a two-handed Pro Controller and then have the screen somewhere else? Like, you'd have to...
prop it up on my suitcase or something.
No. You know the guys in the bands that have the little harmonica, like, thing on their like, shoulders?
Yes.
You gotta get one of those, but it holds the Switch thing. Yeah.
That's the solution right there.
You would be so hip, walking around with your Switch in front of your face.
God. It's like Google Glass prototype. No, but yeah, Baba Is You is really fun, and
nice.
Perhaps my favorite thing about the wiki is that it's called Baba Is Wiki.
That's hilarious. I love that.
Very cute. It's a really good game. I'm like 3 worlds in, and it's making my head spin a little bit.
Okay.
It's very difficult.
Do you know how long it is?
I don't.
Okay.
It seems like there is a lot of content, because the levels, like, they're small, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a scrolling game. It's not a scroller. It's just everything that you have is there on your screen. So
and you
can
gotta progress that screen. Yeah.
Yeah. You can solve a level in a couple of minutes, or you can stare at it for half an hour and start to think maybe you don't know who you are anymore.
Yeah.
I recommend it. It's really fun.
I need to get it because it's at a good price.
Yeah.
It's
like $12.99.
Okay, well I'm seeing it for $15.
Okay.
So I guess I missed that little bit of the sale.
Yeah,
but $15's not bad still.
Yeah, that's a good price. I mean, it's got so much content, and if you don't look at the wiki, you could probably play it for 600 hours.
Forever.
Yeah, forever and ever.
I don't know, because you gave me those Professor Layton games to play.
Yeah.
And the first game, I think I did all by myself. I was like, cool. But by, like, number 2, I was like, fuck this, I'm going to YouTube. Like, let's just get this done. I want to know who did it.
I know, yeah.
So,
some puzzle games are... The difficulty in puzzle games, it always walks a fine line for me, because there's some that's just like, that's so easy. Baba is flag, and now I win. And then there's some that's just like, I don't know even where to start, and I'm gonna lose my fucking shit if I can't do anything. Like...
I've got a puzzle game for you.
Ooh, tell me.
It's called Gorogoa.
Gorogoa. What is it on?
So Gorogoa.
Gorogoa.
It is on everything. Literally everything.
It's very pretty.
So it's kind of a perspective-based puzzle thing.
Okay.
So, like, in this one, like the one puzzle that's in, like, the trailers, you know?
Uh-huh.
You have, like, these 4 pictures, and they're, like, on one of those sliding tile things, you know?
Uh-huh.
And so it's like, if you move this tile with the fountain under this apple, if you, like, touch the screen with the apple. The apple falls into the water, which causes this to happen. But then when you shift them, it creates a new picture. And now that the water was on this panel, because you made the apple fall into it, you can do this now. And it's like this whole thing constantly shifting the perspective of the image and where different things fall from those tiles.
Okay.
It looked really intricate, and I was like, I want to try that, but I don't know, because puzzle games make me mad.
Puzzle games make me so mad, but I keep going back to them because they make me feel so accomplished when you get something right. Like,
then I think you'd like this, because it was up for, like, Game of the Year and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, it was a big deal.
Yeah, I was sitting in the airport, just, like, screaming, just like, Baba! People around me were like, please, contain your wife, sir.
Oh, my God. Oh, I do have to tell you about one puzzle that I was a part of. I had to try to figure out how this guy died in a movie that I saw.
What? Oh, shit, did you go see Knives Out?
I did.
Ah, wasn't it the best movie you ever seen?
No.
Ah, what?
Okay. Whodunits are not my cup of tea. Like, they don't, like, hit me in the right spot, I guess.
Oh my God, those are like my mana power.
I know that. And Taylor was all into it too. And it is Knives Out is a flawless movie. It is fantastic.
Thank you.
But it doesn't like excite me in that way, you know?
Oh my God.
That picking it all apart at the end, like that doesn't
do it for you.
That doesn't rev my engine, okay?
Ugh.
But so, are we gonna talk any spoilers on it?
I feel like we should. Yeah, I want to talk all about it.
Okay, fine. Let's get into some Knives Out, please.
Let's get into it.
If you don't know what it is, get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out.
Okay, I totally knew who it was from the very beginning.
Why?
I totally knew who it was. It was the how that I didn't get.
Okay.
Dude, it was totally Chris Evans. Everybody knew that. Day one. Instant. It was so easy. It was so easy.
I mean, so you're set up to... The movie is designed to make you think it's Chris Evans, but then it makes you think it's not Chris Evans.
Well, see, I thought it was him the whole time, and then I was like, but that's too easy. And then it was still him.
Yeah.
But I never thought it was anybody else. Honestly, it was either Chris Evans or the old man himself, and this was all like some ploy, but he was clearly dead, so.
I thought that maybe he had... like faked his own death just to get away from his terrible family.
Kind of. Well, I really thought he and Chris Evans were in on it together because he was like, well, I helped him study for like a summer or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, well, maybe they're testing something out, and he staged this with him after the fight, right?
Uh-huh.
To like do this whole thing. I don't know. I just thought there was going to be some like deeper ploy, and then it was pretty just like, oh, okay. That was easy.
Yeah. I just love the movie. Like, aesthetically, it was so good.
So good. But can I say, when Daniel Craig opened his mouth...
Oh my God.
And started speaking...
Yes.
So the amount of James Bond that did not come out of that man, it physically made my brain, like... It shut down, like, oh, I don't compute.
I know, my brain got the full, like, Kentucky Fried Shudders. I was like, what is this?
But it was great. He's why I really like the movie as much as I do.
Yeah.
His whole character and everything. And I have a secret to tell you.
Tell me the secret.
So Rian Johnson wants to continue the Knives Out franchise following Daniel Craig solving more and more crimes.
Knives in.
Like, would you go see just Daniel Craig constantly solving new things?
Fuck yeah, I would. Are you kidding?
Okay.
That character was so entertaining.
Well, he will be the focus of, like, apparently a franchise.
I will cry if that happens. That'll be my new favorite franchise. I will play. I will watch every movie.
Well, he apparently has the title and the plot for the next movie in his mind, he said. So
Okay.
But okay. Question, though.
What?
Did Daniel Craig show up on set and go, this is what I'm doing? Or do you think it was told to him, you're gonna be Foghorn Leghorn?
I think, I would like to think that he just showed up and put on those suspenders and they were haunted. And the suspenders inhabited him.
Okay.
And suddenly he became Mr. Kentucky Fried Lawyer, you know?
Mm-hmm.
you can't tell, I'm hooking my thumbs in my suspenders when I say this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was corn.
I thought you was the murderer.
So I looked it up today because I was like, I could totally see when Chris Evans, like, insults him and says, "Who let this foghorn leghorn Kentucky Fried motherfucker come in here," right?
Yeah.
I was like, Chris Evans would totally invent that line because Daniel Craig invented the accent. It's perfect. Rian Johnson had it in the script from day one. This guy will be like a Kentucky Southern guy, so he didn't create it. That made me sad.
Boo.
But still, the movie's fantastic. I loved it.
Yes, and it could not have been cast better. Like, I love everybody.
Oh, God, no. It was great. The girl that plays... Crap, I can't remember. Marta. Right? Yeah. She was great.
I know. I love her.
Yeah, she was mesmerizing.
Has she been in anything? She was mesmerizing. That is a word for her.
She was only in a couple things. She was in... So her breakthrough role, because I looked her up today, because I saw it last night.
Okay.
She was the hologram in the new Blade Runner movie.
Oh.
Like, that was her big breakthrough role.
Okay.
And then she was in, like, one other thing.
Ana de
so
Armas.
She's still, like, a pretty new person. But I think she's got something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she was good.
I love her. Like, her eyes and her teeth. Just her whole thing. Just love her.
Just her.
All that. Just gesture into the face. The whole business.
So, when the husband of Jamie Lee Curtis opened the letter and there was nothing on the paper, were you like, oh, he tricked that guy? Or were you like, no, there's something hidden on that piece of paper?
Yeah, I had a fraction of a second where I was like, oh, so he didn't. And then I was like, wait a minute. They had that, like, secret business with the whole invisible ink situation.
Yeah. I was like, there's invisible ink on that thing so hard. And it wasn't quite that, but yeah.
Yeah, it all just, like, wrapped up. There were no loose ends in this movie. That's what I loved about it. Like, the whole time...
it was so good, yeah.
The whole time when like, the very beginning of the movie, he was like, that stupid idiot couldn't tell a movie prop from a real knife or whatever.
Oh, my God, and how that came back.
Yes, the whole time I was waiting. I was like, what's going to happen with a movie prop knife? Maybe he didn't actually kill himself with a real knife. Maybe it was a movie prop and he was staging it.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh my God.
So
good.
That was probably my favorite part of the whole movie. Right there at the end, he thinks he stabbed her, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's fake. And he says my favorite word. He just goes, shit. It was awesome.
Yes.
Like, and the opening shot. What's the opening shot of that movie? Opening shot is that mug that says, my house, my rules, whatever. And the last shot of that movie is now that girl with the house saying, this is my house, bitches.
So beautiful.
It's really good.
It was all tied up with a neat little bow. Like,
yeah,
just
like
the best.
It's fantastic.
That's why I put it at my top 5. It's my new favorite.
Yeah, I was thinking that the whole time, and I'm like, this is a really good movie, but out of the whole decade, hell no.
Hell yeah.
For me. Like, just for me personally, like, Taylor was riveted is not even close to how she was during that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, she was in it so hard.
Yes.
And I was in it, like, trying to figure it out, but then it, like, wrapped up, and I was like, that was good. And the credits start rolling, and she's like, I want to watch it again.
I know, right? Like,
right
immediately
now.
afterward, I was like, I need to see this movie again.
I was just in love with Daniel Craig. Like, he was the standout for me. I was so surprised at how good that accent suited him once, like, I got used to it.
I know. The second he pulled it out, I was like, I'm going to focus on this accent and nothing else the entire movie. But then
it just becomes him.
Yeah, it was flawless.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes when British people put on an American accent, it is so unconvincing that you just spend the whole time, like, listening for little British tweaks in there, you know? And he just kept it completely the entire time.
Like, I just like Daniel. You know how sometimes you like an actor too much that you never see them as the characters they are? You see them as the actor, and you're like, they're doing a really good job.
Uh-huh.
Right? I saw Daniel Craig at the very beginning of the movie during his first scenes, and I was like, ooh, this accent's weird. And then I saw that detective, like, the rest of the movie. He did it so good. He wasn't Daniel Craig anymore. He was that guy.
Yeah.
And I bought every second of it. Like, I mean, I will give it 10 out of 10 applause. Fantastic. Like, way to go, dude. And to think that guy made The Last Jedi, which is a horrible movie.
Okay. Can we talk about Star Wars? We haven't talked since we saw Star Wars.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay. There's a lot of things that I want to say about it, but also...
Here's how I feel. It was okay.
I feel like they needed to have the same vision for the trilogy, and not, like, one director going in one direction, the second director going in the total opposite direction, and the same director coming back to finish it back in the other direction.
It was like two people trying to tell a story, and then people, like, pulling back and forth trying to get it to go the way they wanted it to go.
Yes, I had, like, storyline whiplash. There's no amount of plot that you could have written that would have made every decision make sense. Like, everything was so back and forth.
Each movie on their own is good enough, right?
Yeah. Like each movie as a standalone, I would be like, that's a good movie.
These stories are good, yeah. But when you put them together, you're like, what was going on?
Right.
Like, what? I don't get it.
Like, the thing that drove me maybe the most nuts is just all the half-baked romances that they tried to put in there.
Yeah.
Like, it was Finn and Rey, and then it was Finn and Rose, and maybe Finn and Poe, and then Rey, and just Kylo Ren for some reason. I don't know. The whole... they kind of ended up tying Rey's worth to her being the love interest almost. It didn't feel... It felt like it was a very safe movie. They were just like, let's do the expected plot points. Like, I didn't... Overall, I was not impressed.
I totally thought Rise of Skywalker... I mean, so many people thought that it was going to be Kylo Ren, right?
Yeah.
He's the Rise of Skywalker. And I was like, it's going to be Rey. Like,
so
that's what that means.
But
and
it could be
debated.
They did it
in a weird way, though.
Yeah, so it could be debated that it's both of them. So
it's true.
It was kind of the Rise of Skywalker in the fact that, like, Ben Solo did come back from Kylo Ren, and he is part Skywalker, so it's his rise back to the good side, which also I hated because he's a villain. Let him be a villain.
But
I don't want this redemption
if you're gonna
arc.
rise, like, you're gonna live.
Yeah, true.
Like, I don't really count Anakin as having, like, risen, you know?
Yeah.
When he throws the Emperor off the thing in Return of the Jedi, like, it was a momentary thing, and I feel, like, good about it, because it's like, oh, there was good in him, but I don't consider him redeemed in any way. Darth Vader's still a piece of shit. You know?
Right.
I mean, he killed younglings, man.
He sure did.
He killed some younglings. That cannot be redeemed.
Whole lot of them.
Like, yeah, we need to have a bad guy that is bad, but we
I know.
always try to make, like, this sympathetic or redeeming thing about him.
Yeah, and then they brought back crusty old Palpatine. They were like, remember this bad guy? He's the bad guy again this time. Like, I don't want that. I wanted Kylo Ren to be the bad guy. Like, let him be bad.
Yeah, I really thought he was gonna be bigger.
Yeah.
Like, way more, like, Emperor-ish himself, you know?
It was kind of a weird plotline, and then Rey is like, oh, suddenly you're a Palpatine. This whole thing that we've been, like, secretly not really actually building up to. Wow, look at this huge reveal. And, I mean, it was cool when she did lightning hands. I liked that. But,
yeah.
Other than that, I just don't think they needed to bring back Palpatine. It was... This whole trilogy was just them bringing up new characters and then killing them off. Like Captain Phasma. I wanted to see Captain Phasma have a big arc. She was killed in the movie that she was in. And then Snoke, I was like, that's going to be the big bad. And then, surprise, he's killed off in the second movie. Why? We don't know. Yeah. And then, third movie, let's bring back some crusty old dude that you guys remember from way back when. And then
he is immediately gone, too.
Yeah. It was just, like, as standalone movies... Yeah, they would be okay good. Because you want to see the villain rise and fall in that movie. But as a trilogy, I didn't like that there was not one solid thread of plot.
Yeah, nothing really goes from beginning to end that was, like, started in the first one through to the end.
Yeah.
Except for, I guess, Rey, she finally came into her own as a Jedi by the end of the last one.
Yeah.
Like, she's the only true, like, solid throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. I wanted to see her kind of own Palpatine, though, you know? Like, as a name, just be like, I'm Palpatine now, and I'm good.
Yeah.
And instead she's like, no, I'm Skywalker. Like, okay, that's fine. But also, you could have just stuck with Palpatine. Or just stick with Rey. Like, nobody fucking cares about your last name. I really wanted her to be just a nobody. I stand by that. I think it would have been cool if she had just been just Rey, little Miss Nobody from Desert Planet, scavenger.
Yeah.
And now she's here saving the world. I like those rags to riches stories.
I mean, that's essentially what Anakin was. He was a nobody kid and then became fucking Darth Vader.
Right.
That, like, the whole galaxy knew. Like, Rey could essentially be the same thing, but on the good side.
Yeah.
But, nah. I don't know that I will remember her much in the terms of, like, Jedi, you know?
Really?
I loved her in the first movie, but, like, 2 and 3, they don't really do enough with her. Like, she doesn't really become anything by the end. She just goes, like, I'm good, and you guys are bad, and I win.
There was a lot of characters, really good, solid characters in these movies that just had their plot lines truncated for seemingly no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I love the characters in this movie. Really wanted to like it more. I did enjoy the whole Carrie Fisher aspect of it, you know. That was...
Ooh, I thought they did so good with her stuff.
Yeah, they did. I was like,
wow, this feels like it fits in this movie.
Right, it wasn't just like, and here's a scene with Carrie Fisher. It was... Yeah. You know, it made plot sense.
Yeah.
Shockingly.
And I feel like this movie needed to, like, go big or go home.
Uh-huh.
And it just went home.
Yeah.
Because, really, I feel like you should have, when C-3PO was going to get his mind wiped.
Uh-huh.
Let it either stay or make something worse happen with it. Like...
Right.
No stakes really happen.
No, nothing...
Nothing's at odds. There's no real loss. Like, you have, like, some minor characters that don't come back, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's a couple of the pilots that are in all the movies, but they die in this one, but they're not the main people. Nothing major happened.
Yeah, they were afraid to kill off, like, big-name people. It would have been really impactful if, like, Finn or Poe or Rey even had died, and instead they kill, like, the bad guy they just gave a redemption arc to. Like, wow, way to go.
Yeah.
So.
Because, like... I mean, even the old ones. Like, if you look at the old ones, I mean, Darth Vader dies. He's a big deal.
Yeah.
And by the end of that, like, you lose him.
Yeah.
You know?
And he's such a well-rounded character that you, like, you're stuck between rooting for him and rooting for the good guys, you know?
Yeah. And, I mean, yeah, you do lose the big bad to Palpatine, right?
Yeah.
But, like, there's this big sense that, like, you won, but there was no real looming... threat throughout all 3 movies that you triumphed on. You like fought 3 small ones.
Right.
I don't know. Like, it was just okay.
Yeah.
I still liked it.
It was a good movie.
It was just okay.
I always, you know, I've always talked mad shit that Star Wars fans are always the hardest ones to please, and that people should be nicer to Star Wars, and yet here I am after the trilogy being like, I fucking hated it.
Being like, meh. Yeah.
One Star Wars thing I am very excited about.
Uh-huh.
The Mandalorian.
So do you get the ending?
Do I get it?
Yeah.
What was there to get?
Okay, so more spoilers, everybody.
Yeah, Mandalorian spoilers.
Well, this whole thing spoilers. I'm putting that at the beginning. Like, figure that out. Don't come here expecting to be safe, okay?
Yeah.
The lightsaber thing. If you know Star Wars, that's apparently a humongous deal.
Lightsaber thing?
The last scene of the whole season, man.
What?
When Gus cuts out of the TIE fighter.
Oh shit, yeah.
Like
Gus.
That's yeah.
I've been calling him Gus too.
So the big bad, like, Imperial dude that shows up, right?
Gus Fring.
He's like trying to kill him in the TIE fighter, and he cuts his way out of the crashed ship with this lightsaber, right?
Was it a lightsaber?
Yes.
Okay.
If you
it was a vibro knife.
No, it is a straight up lightsaber.
Are you sure? It looked like a big vibro sword to me.
Yeah, it's from the cartoon shows, and it's like a humongous deal because apparently it's owned by the Mandalorians.
Oh.
Like, the head of the Mandalorian tribe owns this thing. So why does this Imperial guy have it now?
Okay.
And that's like the big like, oh, like people freaking out. And I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I never got any of that. I thought it was just like his standard issue vibro sword situation.
Nope, they focus on him so long because anyone that's watched those cartoons was gonna cream their pants.
Well, I ain't watched the cartoons. So...
I know, so I had to turn to Star Wars nerds and go, what's that?
Fully out of the loop on that one. But no, I
exactly.
love this show. It is so good. It's everything the trilogy is missing. Like, it does have a lot of filler in it.
Yeah, it's missing characters.
Yes. it does have a lot of filler episodes.
Has them. Yeah.
But it also has this really strong plot line. And I'm so happy that we actually got full plot in the last, like, 2 episodes, you know? It was just,
And what do you have? True, honest-to-goodness loss.
Yes.
When motherfucking I Have Spoken died. Like, fuck that shit.
I know.
That hurt. That hurt my feelings.
Yes.
You need that sometimes to, like, really push a story forward. You gotta feel something.
Right.
There was nothing to feel in the last Star Wars movie because the one person that died, Chewie, it was still fine.
I was so upset when they fake killed Chewie. Oh, I don't even want to talk about that.
I know. But yeah, Mandalorian, dude. And then the fucking IG unit, that fucked me up.
I know. Little Nurse Droid, man. I love him so much.
He straight up went Terminator 2 at the end of that show. I was like, fuck you, dude.
I was like, I know Robert is crying right now when I was watching.
I was, man.
It was so good, though. Like,
I was like, he's going to walk in the lava.
That's how you do a redemption arc right there. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, Mandalorian is nailing it, and it is proving that you don't need Jedis to make Star Wars work. Because a lot of people think, if there's no Jedis, what's the point?
Well, Baby Yoda is, like, he's got force powers.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So it's still kind of there.
Yeah, but it's not, like, solely focused around Jedi versus Sith. It's just, a story.
It's not the focus, yeah.
Yeah.
Mandalorian is really good.
It's so good.
It's not, like, my favorite TV show ever, you know?
Yeah.
But, well, and I like it because while there's filler, there's not a lot of filler because there were only 8 shows.
Yeah, I really hope that next season, whenever
I feel good
air,
at 8, man. I'm
you feel
good with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I feel like if they do another 8 episode season, I want it to be like 5 to 6 plot episodes and then 2 or 3 filler.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we got 2 or 3 plot and then 5 or 6 filler in this one.
Because, like, isn't that how cable does it? You normally get, like, 16 per season?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like normal TV where it's, like, 20 shows per season. Because in that, you get a shit ton of filler.
Yeah.
Because you have to fill out so much of the TV show. But if you trim down the shows and just make the shows more impactful each time, the show will feel better overall, even though there's less show.
Yes.
And that is fine with me. I'm totally cool with that. I didn't really feel like there was much filler at all in this show.
The whole, like, heist episode where they bust that one Twilight out of jail. That was straight filler, but...
Loved that one.
It was really well done filler.
I didn't think it was filler, because it showed that, like... Because by the end, when he didn't kill him, if I were the Mandalorian, I'd have murdered all of them.
I mean, They'd
be dead
though.
Now. He left them in the jail cell. The only people he murdered were the 2 at the base. Yeah,
that's who I was talking about. Like, he straight up killed those guys.
Well, yeah, but he didn't murder him. Like, he should have got some blood on his own hands.
I guess. I don't know.
But I would have murdered them because he's so fucking stupid. He always leaves problems behind that can come back and bite him in the ass.
Yeah.
He didn't do that with the kid on Tatooine, though, which was good.
Oh, with the The eyebrows, Mr. Eyebrows, the bounty hunter.
Yeah, the one that's like, it's my first job, I don't know what to do. He straight up killed that kid, and
he did.
Good for you. Good. Thank you. He needed to be dead, and you killed him. Life is good.
Dude.
Yeah, life was good with that. I'm happy.
Yeah, so I'm super excited for season 2 of The Mandalorian. I want that.
I thought they all showed some part of his character that you didn't have before.
I guess, yeah. They each like were a little bit of an insight into what the Mandalorian is and how he works. But
yeah, it's all like digging deep into the mask until you get into the mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I find funny because the guy that plays him isn't in the suit half the time, but he was the face for him whenever like they took the mask off.
Yeah.
Know? And then people are like, he does so good with like his body movements. I'm like, half the time it's not him. There's like some stunt dude in there. It's
a good stunt dude.
Yeah, the show's good. I can't wait for more. I just hope it gets more intense.
Yes, ratchet up the intensity.
And I'm gonna watch these cartoons so that I can be invested in why I should care about this. It's called the Dark Blade.
The Dark
is
Blade.
What the thing is called. I want to be able to care about that story in the next season because that's apparently going to be a focus.
Okay,
so I should watch these cartoons and
that's
understand.
Definitely his weird sword, isn't it? The dark saber.
Yeah, it's some
black bladed lightsaber.
Yeah,
it's Darth Maul's lightsaber, I guess.
He did have it at one point, but it's supposed to be tied to the Mandalorian in some big bad way.
Okay.
Like it like belongs to that creed, you know?
All right.
They should have it. So why does Gus have it, the motherfucker? He's always having shit that he shouldn't have. So, yeah, I'm going to watch the cartoons before then because I want to be in the know for this next season.
For sure.
I want to be able to go, I understand, instead of going, explain.
What's that sword?
What's that? Should I care? I should? Fuck.
Man. So, I watched a movie.
Okay.
I don't even know how to get into this one. All right, so you've probably seen it on Netflix. Our flight was so long, and I was like, we need to watch a movie to get through this. And it just so happens we found this movie that's exactly the same flight, exactly the same time as our fucking flight was.
Okay.
3.5 hours.
Oh, geez.
The Irishman?
I've heard about it.
Okay.
I thought it was a TV show.
It's on Netflix. It is like a drama crime movie.
Okay.
It is a movie. They could have made it a TV show.
Okay.
It would have been a really bad TV show because it was a really bad movie.
Oh, man.
But
I've heard such good things about it, too.
Oh, it's got fucking 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, 94% on Metacritic, 8.1 out of 10 on IMDb, 0 thumbs out of 0 thumbs from Kelsey.
Is it just boring?
It's so boring. The movie was 3.5 hours. They could have condensed it down to an hour and a half, and it still would have it still would have been a crappy movie.
I mean, that's like how The Revenant was whenever that came out.
I still haven't seen The Revenant, but I want to. But
it's boring. I mean, it's all about a guy making his way through the woods quietly because there's no one around to talk to him, so nothing's really happening except for him surviving.
That's basically what this movie was, except for it's mafia.
Yeah. So
it's basically just like what's his face with the eyebrows and the frown, Robert De Niro.
Okay.
He
the eyebrows and the frown. That's his new name.
It sounds like an indie band. No, so he's like working his way up through the crime mob or whatever, and it must be a true story because they had all these little interjections in the movie. So like the movie would play out, and then at certain points it would pause, and then like something would come up on the screen like, this guy died with 6 bullet wounds to his head. I'm like, why do I care? It's like literally.
So it was like giving the epilogue throughout the movie?
Yes. Like, you know how at the end of like
That's
Animal
weird.
House, they're just like, this guy went on to graduate and is now a doctor. Yeah. It was like that, but the entire movie long, and it was just like the death of everybody that's involved.
That's weird.
And it really took me out of the movie, you know, and it was always for minor characters that I didn't care about. Like, this guy died in his bathtub. Like, who is he? I don't know him. I'm not invested in his story.
So, I might like that, Kelsey.
Oh, Robert, it's so bad. It's so bad.
I know you probably didn't see it, but did you see the movie Vice? that was up for a Best Picture last year.
Did that have Amy Adams?
Yes, and Christian Bale. He was.
Yes, I did see Vice.
Okay,
it was
you know
Dick
how the
Cheney,
credits
right?
roll? Yeah.
Yes.
The like credits roll halfway through the movie, and then it goes, "Oh, wait a minute, it's not over," and then it keeps going.
Yeah.
I fucking loved that, and I was like, "That's." But like that like pulls you out of the movie because you're like, "What is?" You're like playing with me right now.
that was well done. It was a good movie.
And this is not well done.
This is not well done. It's just like, I didn't care about any of the characters. There's one plot line that happens in this movie. I keep calling it plot lines, but I'm pretty sure it's all true.
Yeah.
There's one arc in this movie that lasted maybe 45 minutes that I cared about, and it was toward the end. Like, the movie doesn't get interesting for the first 2 hours. And then it goes for half an hour too long. So the movie, like, ended, or where I thought it should have ended, and then there was still shit that was wrapping up and needing to happen. Like, the plane landed, and the movie was still rolling, and Rich and I are looking at each other like, is it gonna be over?
You guys didn't just, like, at one point go, do you want to watch something fun?
So I took off my headphones, and I was like, I'm really bored, and I don't know if I can continue watching this. And Richard was like, yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to keep watching it. I'm not enjoying it, but I'm going to keep watching it. And I think once we got like 2 hours in, it was like, we've already hit the halfway mark. May as well just finish this bullshit.
We have to do it now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember a time when I was but a young girl when a decent movie would run 2 hours maximum. And,
yeah, that doesn't happen now.
I'm going to stand on a soapbox and shake my fist at the clouds, because movies these days are like 3 hours long. Like, every single fucking movie is 3 hours long. And I will
say, when the King Kong movie came out, like 2005, with Jack Black in it, that was a 3-hour movie.
God.
No, it's 3.5.
God.
And
it's
me,
too
my mom,
long.
and my brother went to see it, and we were like, fuck, we're gonna hate this. Like, 3.5 hours? That's too long. I hope there's an intermission, because we're gonna have to pee, right?
Yeah.
That movie ended, and we were like, that felt like an hour.
Man.
Like, it was so good.
This movie felt like 6 hours. Like,
that's bad.
It was so bad. I don't know why I watched it. It's not worth it. I'm going to tell you to watch it.
But you can say, I have watched it.
Yeah. Now I have watched a 3.5 hour movie, and I hated all of it.
Well, I saw another movie.
What'd you see?
And I don't know if you'll like it. And it is good. I just don't think you'll like it.
Okay.
I don't know. So I went and saw Adam Sandler's new movie.
Oh, Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
I do want to see this just because you've talked it up so much. So tell me, how was it?
I loved it. It was fantastic.
Good.
But here's my question for you.
All right.
Do you like to be happy in a movie at all?
Oh, no. Is it a sad movie?
It's not a sad movie. It's just nothing goes good.
There's no reprieve.
Nothing good happens. And the style of movie that these guys are known for right now, they call them, like, anxiety films.
Oh, no.
So, like, it never stops. It never gives you time to think, maybe things could be okay. It is constantly barraging you with the bad things that are happening.
Okay.
It is intense. It is tense. The whole movie. You never stop. You never get a moment. Everything is happening all the time. There's no time to think about it. You just have to see what is happening all the time. Until it happens, and then it's all over.
Okay.
Like, it is building that tension the whole time, and it really doesn't stop.
Okay.
The movie takes place in, like, 4 days.
And you just spend the whole time holding your breath.
Yeah, it's just 4 days of bad decisions, and you're like, you could have fixed everything day one if you'd have just not been a dipshit.
I really like TV shows like that. I don't know if I've ever seen a movie that has made me feel the same way, so I do want to see it, and we'll see.
Okay, then I will not spoil it for you.
Okay.
But I'll just give you, like, an idea of how it goes.
Okay.
Right? It's constantly him doing stupid things. So he's addicted to gambling.
Okay.
And that's where every bad decision comes from.
That's how it goes.
So, like, the whole deal is he gets an uncut gem of black opal from Ethiopia, right?
Fancy.
And he gets this rock, and he's like, it's worth like $1 million. Yeah. He's like, this is gonna like fix everything. I'm gonna auction it on Monday.
And then
it's
he
like
auctions
Thursday,
it on Monday,
right?
And everything goes right, and he pays off all his debt.
Nope.
Okay.
So it's like Thursday when he gets it, right? So
Okay.
so it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday happens, right?
Yeah.
So like 5 days. So it's like Thursday, he gets the rock, and Kevin Garnett shows up, the basketball player.
Okay.
And like he's in the movie like a lot, and
As
he
the
acts
basketball
really
player?
good. Yeah, like he's just himself.
Okay.
And so Adam Sandler owns this jewelry store, and he gets that rock, and he's like, I'm gonna sell this for $1 million. And Kevin Garnett's out in the showroom, so he goes, hey Kevin, look at this rock, isn't it cool looking? And he goes, that's amazing, I want to buy it. And he goes, you can't buy it, like it's not for sale.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'll give you money right now. And he goes, no, like I'm gonna make big with this, right?
Yeah.
So he goes, well, can I hold on to it like for one night?
No, you may not.
Like, can I just hang on to it? Like, I'm like feeling this rock. I'm feeling the electricity with this. Like it's gonna help me like play my ass off tonight. Just like let me take it with me, right?
Okay.
So he goes, okay, but I need your championship ring as like collateral, right?
All right.
So I mean, like something like he did it smart, right?
Yeah, collateral.
He goes, okay, here, take it. Throws him his ring, and he leaves with the $1 million rock, right?
Okay.
What does Adam Sandler do next?
Nothing good.
What would you do? You just gave your $1 million rock to a guy, and you took his ring as collateral. What do you think you should do?
Regret it.
Just maybe wait for him to bring it back and give him his ring back, and then life goes on? Okay. He goes and pawns that guy's ring.
Oh my god.
To get money to bet on the game that night.
Oh my god. Why?
Like he knows that he has his rock, and he took this guy's ring as like a swap, and then he pawned it, so now he doesn't even have his ring to give back to him should he come back with the fucking rock.
That's just a bad idea.
And then he bets money on this game. And that's the kind of choices that happen the entire movie.
Alright. So it's just bad decision city.
That's literally like the first 15 minutes of this 2-hour movie.
God.
Like, that's the kind of bad decisions you can see happening the entire time.
Alright.
And that's not to mention all the twists that happen to him because of the things he's done in the past. Like, so much shit is happening. I thought it was fantastic. I loved it. And I was trying to think about it, like, why I liked it, because it's not a happy movie.
Yeah, that's usually... You don't like movies that leave you feeling just anxious.
I think I like this style of movie because it's not a feeling, well, I guess I typically have, right?
Yeah.
I think I like a movie that can say, here's a feeling I'm going to give you, and it gives you that feeling.
So it delivers.
This movie delivers a feeling the whole movie. Like, make me feel something, right? Star Wars didn't make me feel anything.
Yeah.
It made me feel a little nostalgia, but that wasn't enough, right?
Right.
But, like, if a movie's gonna say, this movie will make you feel X, and it makes me feel that, that's a great movie. Make me feel something that I don't normally feel with your magic, you know?
Give me the magic feeling.
Oh my god, it was so good. I can't wait to watch their other movie. It's a movie called Good Time with Robert Pattinson.
Oh man.
And I'm going to read to you what it is about. You ready?
Yes.
It says, so Good Time is a bank robber. A bank robber stops at nothing to free his brother from prison, launching himself into a night-long odyssey through New York's dark and dangerous criminal underworld.
Yes, I want
Takes
that.
place in one evening. I love shit like that.
Me too. Yes.
So I even have this one downloaded. I've just been waiting to watch it, and now that I've seen Uncut Gems, I know I'm going to dig it, so I'm going to watch it soon.
Oh, this is 2017. That's an older one.
Yeah, this was like their first one.
Okay, cool.
Well, their first one that like gained traction.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they are the Safdie brothers. They just come up with these like hard movies. And they actually offered the Uncut Gems role to Adam Sandler in 2009, 10 years ago.
What? And then they just waited?
And he said no.
Oh.
So they actually got Jonah Hill to be the person to do it. And then he dropped out for something, and Adam was like, I'm ready for it now.
Oh my god.
And he could win a fucking Oscar for it.
Damn.
Like...
can we tell the people what we're about to do?
I'm about to go see another fucking movie. 3 days in a row I go see movies, and I'm going to see my worst one.
What are we seeing?
We're going to see Cats.
Can I tell you a secret?
You've already seen it.
I've already seen it.
Oh my god. Are you for real right now?
I was worried that it was not going to be in theaters anymore because it's apparently doing really, really poorly at the box office.
Yeah. It's going to lose $100 million for the studio. Kelsey.
Robert.
Did you see characters like clipping through walls and stuff like a bad video game in the background?
I didn't notice it, so this time...
Because that's what I'm looking for.
I know,
tonight.
this time, that's what I'm going to be looking for. Because the first time, I'm going to tell you, I went the day after Christmas because I had nothing going on. Richard was working, and like I was all alone. I was like, I'm gonna go see Cats. And I go to the theater. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I am alone. 100% alone in this theater.
Did you just belt it out the whole time?
I wanted to so bad. I was like... I didn't think that I would remember all the lyrics to Cats, but apparently, like, somewhere back in my deep reptilian brain, they're still existing. Just the whole time, I was just like, oh, my heart.
Oh, my God.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to watch it again so I can, like, look for all the weird shit this time. But I feel like I saw, that they released, like, a patched version because the first version they released was apparently super, super bad, so...
Yeah.
I think I saw the patched one because I didn't notice any, like, human hands on the cats.
Yeah, because I'm going to be looking.
Although, they do all have human feet, but it's an artistic decision, which I fucking hate. It's terrible. You can see their toes, and it's just... It messes me up.
I think this whole movie is an artistic decision, but it was a bad decision.
I'm so excited to watch it again.
I'm glad you're excited. I mean, I want to see it because I've never seen Cats before.
Yeah.
But this is probably the bad first impression of it.
I don't think it is. I think this is exactly what Andrew Lloyd Webber wanted.
Okay.
And they actually wrote a new original song for this, and it's good.
Okay.
Taylor Swift wrote it with Andrew, and it is a blessing.
Okay.
I'm so pumped.
We have to go to that pretty soon.
Yes, we do.
And then you get to cash in on your dinner winnings as well.
Cha-ching.
You just making out.
I'm getting fed tonight.
So I won't tell Taylor, and we'll just let her hear it on this later.
Okay. Secret.
So, yeah, we will probably come back with a review on Cats at some point.
Yep.
What if I love it, too?
I hope you love it.
I will not love it.
You're going to love it. You're going to be so happy at the end of it. You're going to be like, that was the best movie I've ever seen. I'm a cat now.
Because this guy also did Les Mis, which I've seen that movie, too. And I can tell you, never gone back to watch it again.
I didn't see that movie.
And I mean, that movie was like a showpiece. It was like, whoa, like, this is a wild movie, right?
Yeah.
But... again, musicals are not, like, my big jam.
Well, this is, it's Tom Hooper, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. He does have a movie that I have seen more than once that I fucking love.
The King's Speech?
King's Speech, man.
Yeah, that movie, that was on my, my honorable mentions for...
King's Speech hits hard.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I love that movie.
That's a good movie.
But I think I also love it so much because I do stutter, and that movie just, like, made me cry several times.
Yeah.
I, like, felt that dude, like, real hard in some spots, you know?
Yeah.
But I love King's Speech. I actually made Taylor watch that one time, and she loved it, too.
It's a very good movie. Powerful.
And she already loves Les Mis, so...
I think she's going to love Cats.
I have a feeling you guys are going to be, like, singing and dancing down the aisles, but we're not alone in the theater this time. There's a whole robot out.
Wow, a whole row.
Oh, wait. No, that was in the Louisville location. We are the only ones in the Colony one.
Yes!
So, Nobody in the colony wants to see this movie, okay?
I'm so happy. Like, 3 people in the colony have seen it, and 2 of them are me. Oh, man.
So, alright.
Let's take out this litter box. Please tell your friends about us, guys. Help us grow our audience. We want to be just as big as cats. Actually, much bigger. Don't forget to subscribe to us on your very most favorite platform so you never ever miss a darn episode. We release weekly every single Monday. We're here for you. Remember all those times in the holidays where you're like, it's Monday, but it's a holiday and Yemtope's not going to be here? We were there. And we're still here. So, if you like all of our content and you like us, you have a second to rate us, maybe, perhaps, and review us on Apple Podcasts. That would really, really help us get those ratings up, get that word out.
While you're doing that, go ahead and look for us on social media. Find us and friend us all over. We are YMBTOAP on Twitter, Instagram. You can go find our Facebook page, and you can actually listen to this show if you don't have a phone on YouTube.
Ta-da!
Tap it into your computer. Listen that way. I actually sent you a thing about webcams for Twitch today.
Yeah.
So I was trying to look up webcams so we can figure out something with that. And I mean, they're really not that expensive.
No, they're not.
We can figure out something.
We'll figure something out.
If you have seen Cats and you absolutely hated it or you absolutely loved it, write to us at ymbtoap@gmail.com. We want your listener mail on everything. If you've seen Uncut Gems, write to me and tell me what you thought about it, because I have thoughts, and I would like to discuss them with people, but nobody has seen it.
Oh.
I mean, I really liked it. It's just intense.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
And also, write to us what you think about The Irishman.
Yes, please.
Kelsey's favorite movie.
My very favorite new movie. It's just the best. Our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Farage. Please check his shit out on YouTube. It is so good. I love listening to it. It's my jam. As always, thank you guys for listening, and tune in next time in 2020. Actually, this is in 2020 already, isn't it? Shit. As always, in 2020, still, thanks for listening, and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. Why did Adam Sandler sell that ring?
Because he is stupid.
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
So, you just hurt yourself coughing.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of people that have, like, broken their necks from sneezing too hard?
Bro, don't put that in my head. No, never sneeze again.
Dude. That's a thing. And now I'm really scared of it, too.
That's probably people who, like, hold in their sneezes. Not me. I scream my sneezes out.
Yeah, sometimes you'll just, like, whip your head too hard and just, like, achoo! Oh, God!
And then your life is over.
Neck break.
Fuck. I hate that.